Mic check. We are live. There we go. Cool. Good stuff. Hello. Hi everybody. Sorry I'm a bit late, guys and girls. Just had an order come through right at the last minute, so just had to reball a quick Wi-Fi IC before I started. Welcome everyone. How are you doing? I'm sure people don't want to see me reballing for customers on the store. Consolefix.shop. Hey, Kevin's first. Welcome, Kev. Hello. What up, dog? Jay, Spanner, Martin, Ian, Amir, Newbie, Michael, Ian. Can't read your name, but hello. Still don't know your name. Mark, Andre, I eat loads. Matthew, Connor. He's at a new bench. New house, mate. New house. Charles, Console Genius. Good evening. Ricky. Steve. Steve, how you doing, mate? How you feeling? Are you out of hospital yet, buddy? What time do you call this? Late. Evening, lads, ladettes and all. You ever work on graphics cards? No, sorry, mate. Top Cat, Andrew, Chris, still in hospital. Oh, I hope you get out of there soon, buddy. Genuinely hope you get out of there soon. PV. Office looks like Umbrella's testing area. What? What's an Umbrella's testing area? Wheaty, Shane. Cameron, welcome. Well, seeing as how people replay this stream after the stream ends, consolefix.shop. Buy all your parts and tools at low scam prices. Hey, Whooshay, thank you, dude. Cheers, buddy.
Whooshy117 just resubscribed for 14 months.
How much to service your PS4 Pro? I'll charge £40, mate. You can book it in through the website, consolefix.co.uk. If you go onto the repair services and then PlayStation 4 Pro, you'll see the service for overheating. Bloody rude, I say hi and he blanks me, time to unsubscribe. See you later, Pops. Just bloody spoke to you, you cheeky bastard. What we're bringing back to life. Oh, I'm going to work on a Nintendo Switch Lite motherboard to start with. Because I worked on I had a look at this last week. And the customer phoned me up today. It was really badly liquid damaged. So basically, this is the one from last week.
Became a member.
Paul, thank you, dude. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate the support, mate. Yeah, so the Joy-Con board's knackered. That's all corroded. Even this ribbon. The LCD ribbon's knackered, etc. So what I did, a customer phoned me today and he said, is it any use to you? I said, well, to be honest, it might be fixable, but it's not really worth it from a customer standpoint. So he sent another one in. All this one really needs is for me to glue the screen back in. So I'm waiting for some glue to come for that because my glue's dried up. So basically I said, well, I'll do this repair for free. And take this as trade sort of thing, because realistically it's knackered. Like, I can't use this housing at all, it's knackered. So yeah, but from a repair standpoint, I want to at least try and get it working. So there we go. Now I know there's some slacking going on here somewhere. Who is it? It must be you, mate. No, I really appreciate it, Paul. Thank you, buddy. Don't forget to like, indeed. Been waiting for you to come on. Welcome, Derek. Tom, how's it going, buddy? Tom, have you received your order yet, mate? Yours was in the US, wasn't it? Kempe. Who else we got here? Yoshi, welcome, mate. CFQ. Marcus, good evening. Glider Pilot. Superface. Nicola. PS5, it works. The problem 3 beep. You tell me to move BIOS and resolve and it works again. Awesome, dude. Wicked. That's only a rumour. Surely couldn't be me. I'm at work. What's the Twitch channel? Type in exclamation point Twitch. There you go. Welsh lad. Go Felicia, go. Bacon. FM. Aaron. Tommy. USES, not yet. Maybe another week or so. I'll track that for you in a second, mate. Matthew. Johnny. Hello from Sweden. Is that Jokes? I don't want to mispronounce your name, mate. Sorry, it's David. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, buddy. Just going through age and it goes like that. Okay. Receive a replacement power supply. All good. Oh, sweet, mate. Sweet. Wicked. Thank you for supporting the channel by buying from the online store, mate. I really appreciate it. Right, let's track. Let's track Tom's order quickly. Where's the tracking number? What? Let me check my email. Hang on. Got it. Item has reached the sorting office in the destination country. Sweet. So yeah, it's just down to your, is it USP? I assume it'd be USPS because I sent it through Royal Mail.
$6.18. Hey, the touch screen connection can't seem to get mine in with.
Hey, Wheaty, thank you, dude. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Thank you, buddy. Genuinely appreciate that. Hate the touchscreen connection, can't seem to get mine in with my fat fingers. Yeah, try using tweezers, mate. Try doing it with tweezers. The sound of you rubbing your gloves together is close to porn. Cheers for the microscope recommendation. Ordered it last night for using the referral link. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. You're using Leico Flux. Can I use this for all micro soldering jobs? For all PCBs, such as consoles and phones. Definitely on phones. Definitely on phones. Definitely use it on phones. I'll be buying more, don't you worry. Thank you, Dean. I really do appreciate it, mate. Genuinely. Right, let's get some freaking work done, shall we? Whoops. Let's break something. Why not? So, yeah, this is... Oh, let's pop to the microscope. There we go. So this was... right, I can't do anything about the light because it's got auto white light balance on it, and when it's bouncing off the... actually, I can do something about the light. I can take the shield off it. It won't bounce then. So if I just take this shield off... In fact, the shield's got to come off anyway. So, yeah, if I just take the shield off, then it shouldn't bounce the light. And it should give you a better view. Let's remove that shield. There you go. It's a little bit lighter, not much. I need an anti-glare lens. Can anyone recommend an anti-glare lens? Thank you, Mauricio. Can you give a shout out to my store, Phonics? What is Phonics? I'm not sure what it is, mate. What is your store? What do you sell, mate? Godfrey, welcome. Sideshow Bob, welcome. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I won't be buying from Northridge Fix. Definitely not. I'll buy from AliExpress. Let's have a look. FPV, hello. Twitch mobile app has gotten worse. Has it really? I don't think it has. Cheers, FPV. I'm good, thanks, Stevie. How are you, mate? Buy the same, but from Ali. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll find it later. A bit too much work to do at the minute. Is the Sony ZV-1 any good? Looking to get one from a streaming setup. Yeah, they're awesome, mate. I didn't watch the last bit of it. No, I had to go and do shipping runs. Right, by the way, special stream exclusive promotion, 10% discount on all parts and components on the online store. Use the coupon code STREAM, STREAM, and get 10% off when you spend £25 or more. It was a cap. Oh, wow. Nice. I'll send you a link on PM. Cheers, Steve. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, mate. Sir Twatius Maximus. Nah, it's not that I don't like Northridge Fix, Dean. It's just the fact that it's not economically viable for me to buy it. Number one, I can get it cheaper on AliExpress, and I don't mind waiting. Number two, shipping from California to the US is extortionate, so it's just not worth it. Right, let's see what's wrong with this then. So, yeah, so with Northridge Fix being in California, his shipping prices are way too high to ship to the US, to ship to the UK. USPS or US mail to the UK is really extortionate. Like UK to US is quite cheap, which is why I can ship worldwide. But like US to UK is ridiculous. So yeah, I'll just buy it from Ali. I don't mind waiting anyway. Hey, thank you, Archie. Appreciate that, mate. Blake, Sean, stream promotions indeed. If it was viable, Kev, I would. If it was viable, I would. Roberto, hello as well. Welcome. And Ant. And John. 1178. Let me have a look. Quickly. This is going to be the last order I can look up on stream though. I shouldn't be looking up orders on stream. I'm not technically working right now. I think I might have forgot to send the replacement, to be honest. I can package it up right now for you and book it in right now, or I can issue a refund, but I can't issue a refund right now. I'd have to do that later on. I'll leave it up to you. I think, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I think I've forgot to send a replacement order, to be honest. Right, while I'm waiting for that reply, just going to have a quick look around here. So we've got some corrosion to do first on this. So yeah, this is really badly liquid damage. Have a skydiver fiver for your motherboard MacGyver. Cheers, mate. Thanks, Lex. Thank you, dude. Right, okay. I will package it up right now and book it in right now. Then bear with me. Give me 2 seconds. Because otherwise I'm going to forget
Linux Super
again.
$6.18. Have a skydiver fiver, you motherboard MacGyver.
Right,
Cool
there
face.
is
Cheers for the streams, dude. Cool face.
custom bench breakout cable for Nintendo Switches. And where's my scissors? I don't actually know where my scissors are to cut these things. Two P13 USBs. And a couple of pairs of tweezers to apologise. How's that? Where did I just put them other 8 chips out off that pack? I don't freaking know. And everything at consolefix.shop gets sent in ESD packaging. Everything gets sent in ESD packaging. Right, let me book this in, guys, because otherwise I'm going to forget again and I feel like a cunt already. So bear with me. Almost done. Right. There you go. Packaged up and ready. Done. Done, done and done. That will go out tomorrow, mate. Can you type quietly? I'm trying to sleep. Shh, he's trying to sleep. Be quiet. Sorry, mate. Get out the loudest mechanical keyboard you have. Like my prostate check. Right, shall I get back to repairs now? Travis is the one using plumber's flux. Ha! Gittins, welcome. Sniper, welcome. Joe, welcome. Hungry Giant, welcome. Flibble, welcome. Right, let's get back to fixing something, shall we? I've just lost 8 P13 USBs. I'll find them later. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Yeah, so let's focus on M92 first. There's a little bit of liquid damage I need to take care of on this. I think just reflow this, clean up the liquid damage on M92 and then just see where we go from there. That's a little bit out of focus. There we go, so I'll just clean that up. Buffy swearing keyboard. How's it going, Safe? Memeable. Thank you for the Twitch sub, mate. I really appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. Mucho gracias, senor. Or senorita. A little bit of liquid damage there. Let's clean that up. There's a little bit on BQ as well. Might have a blown resistor there as well. I'll have to check that in a second. Ah, damn it. Well, this board might be fucked. There's a lot of moisture in this board. That's just kind of popcorn the top layer. This board is fucked. There's still a lot. I should have baked this board first, realistically. You see that? It's just kind of popcorn that top layer. This board probably won't work, unfortunately. I mean, I'll carry on just for the shits and giggles, but there's too much moisture in the board. That's the problem. It causes layers to separate. Stewie, Tartan, thank you. Did the motherboard just pop? Yeah. Yeah. I should have baked the board for a couple of hours. That's my fault. It's my board, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. You can always take the CPU off and put it on another board. Use the CPU off it. The board might be a bit too far gone anyway, to be honest, but yeah, that sucks a little bit, doesn't it? Put it right. Internal layer separation, yeah. Anyway, to tell ahead of time, not really, no. I mean, good practice would be to bake the board first anyway if you get liquid damage, but whoa, yeah, that board's fucked. It just blew a connector clean off. I'm at 40% airflow. I've got barely any airflow and it's just flying components clean off the freaking board. What the friggin' hell's going on with this? How many components can you pop off? At least you're getting better at blowing things. Does anyone want to buy a barely used Nintendo Switch Lite motherboard? Oh dear. Well, this isn't going to plan, is it? I guess I better stop on this. It's a little bit wamboozled. I think this board's just too far gone. Components just flying off. And even down to like the NFC connector and crap like that, it's all wamboozled. Let's see if it actually accepts a charge. Let's have a look. I could take the CPU off and put the CPU onto a donor board. I'd do a CPU swap. Not tonight. I'm not sitting there hunting around for my switch stencil and crap. But maybe on another stream I can do a transfer. Like if the CPU is good, I mean. What kind of current is it drawing? It's actually drawing 15 volts, but it's stuck at 0.1 amps. So that's telling me there's a short somewhere on it. I think it probably is better to just do a CPU swap on this though. CPU cap appears fine. Okay, yeah, we do have a short on it on BQ. So yeah, BQ is bad. Let's remove BQ from this and just see if it clears the short. But yeah, that layer started to lift because the board's got internal moisture. That's the problem with liquid damage, you just never know. Like, you never know how bad the liquid's actually got in there. It's got moisture in the board. Ooh. Okay, that might not actually be BQ then, or even related to BQ. I mean, it could be the cap, but that could have happened when that layer just lifted up. Yeah, that's knackered. Could be fuel gauge. Could be related to the fuel gauge because of the layer thing. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit strange. Bet it's been dropped in the toilet. It was thrown in the sink by the kid. The original owner told me it was thrown in the sink. Right, give me a sec. I'm going to inject voltage, see where this short is. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Channel 1, we're going to go for 1.2 volts. 1.2 volts will do it just nicely. I'm going to get a crocodile clip. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see where this short is. It's probably going to be down here in this internal layer.
Just resubscribed for 5 months.
Ooh, 3 amps of current. It's the max I see. Nothing to do with that layer. It's Big Max. The one chip which looks absolutely fine, the only chip on the board which looks absolutely fine is what's short. That's pretty crazy. The one chip that looks absolutely fine, check this out. Is it max or is it a cap? Ow! It's that cap. It's not max. It's you little bastard. Get off my board. Still short? Nope. Get off of my property. You can hear me sizzling my fingers through the headphones. I'm only soldering this on partially because I'm not going to be reusing this board anyway. It needs too much work. I'm going to use this as a CPU swap board, so I'm not really bothered about soldering it properly. I just want to see if it takes a charge. The Shadow Eli, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Is that layer separation? Yep. Lenovo X230 laptop that had coffee spilt on it. Depends, mate. It depends on how bad it was. It'd be difficult to say without seeing it, to be honest. Can you solder my brain? Connect some receptors. Let's just see if we get that that 100 milliamp current draw now. We shouldn't get anything. We should get like 10 milliamps at most when there's no battery connected. It should be 10 milliamps at the max. There you go, yeah, 0. That's taking a charge now. Or rather it's allowing a charge to go through. If I plug the battery in, it should theoretically God damn it. I mean, I can't actually get this board to turn on. Maybe not, because the battery connector's whamboozled. Actually no, there's no fuel gauge on here, is there? It's not going to take a charge, but theoretically that should be charging a battery. Have I still got the fuel gauge lying around? Let's have a look. Is that it? I think it might be. Yeah, the switch and switch light are pretty. There's quite a lot different on them, to be honest, in terms of circuit designs. Most of the chips are the same, it's just the way they're designed that's different. Damn, that gets hot. I bet even the battery's fucked on this. That wouldn't surprise me. To charge a battery now? No. Oh. It's trying to charge a battery. 0.07. Boom. Ha! Have it. Having it large. Having it large. It's charging a battery. We'll see if it increases the current from 0.07. It just took a little while for the battery to kick in and activate. Not going to get any display of anything. We've got no backlight connector, LCD connector's knackered, backlight circuit's knackered, but I just wanted to see if I could get it to charge a battery, to be honest. It's not going to be used. I'm going to take the CPU from it. But now that it's not drawing 0.48 amps, I know 100% that the CPU is going to be good. So it wasn't a donor board after all. Oh no, it's still a donor board. It needs way too much work. I just wanted to check to see if the CPU is okay, because I've got donor boards which I can use for CPU swaps. So like I've got boards where the CPU is or appears to be dead. So I can mark this board as CPU swap candidate and be happy with it. So I just want to see if it actually takes a charge or not. I could just see if it's increasing voltage, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Save sitting here waiting. Let's just check the battery in voltage mode and see if it's actually climbing. Yeah, so I need to swap the NAND, I need to swap the CPU, and I'd also need to swap the what do you call it? It's like it's a power management chip for the game card reader, but it's also got anti-piracy protection in it as well. So you need to transfer that over as well. So there's that chip there. CG, you legend. Make me a little happy. Always, baby. Cheers, mate. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, so you need to transfer that chip there. You need to transfer the CPU, and you need to transfer the eMMC, which is obviously that there. Don't know what's just happened there when I did that. What's he done? Just unplugged? CGX Super Chat. Wait, what? $10.91. Oh, there you go. Shorted out on something. So yeah, that chip, and this chip on the back here. Let's check. I'll switch to this cam, so as you can see my multimeter, it's just there. Let's just check the battery voltage. Oh, that's way dead. Oh no, it's not. 4.2477. That's real slow. It is way dead. Like it's really, really dead. But I was waiting to see if it increases. So 2477. Yeah, there you go. 79. It is slowly going up. Stuck on boot screen? No, I wouldn't know personally, unfortunately. Will that missing cap affect anything? Nah. Actually, I don't think it is taking a charge. I think the battery might be wamboozle. But that being said, it's appearing to take a charge. Or at least the CPU seems fine. So, yeah, I'll use that as a CPU swap candidate. I'll nick the CPU from it at some point. So, I'm going to get my label printer. There you go. Print a label, mark it, so I know what board it is, and then when I need one for a CPU, or when I need a CPU from one, or when I get some free time, I'll mark it. I'll remove the CPU from it and put it onto a donor board. You know, if I get one that's banned or something, I can use it to unban a switch, or I could just pull the CPU off and sell it. Always an option. You know, sell just the CPU, reballed. As long as the CPU appears okay, then we're good. Good to go. So I'm going to go and kick my stepson's arse because he's still awake and downstairs. There you go. Saved. I've just heard my stepson. I'm back in a sec. I'm sending him to bed. Sorry guys and girls. The joys of parenting. 11:30, he's still sat there on his Xbox. Hell no. PlayStation rather. Ain't happening. Nope. Face Robber, welcome. Evening Gordon. Yes, I am about to fix something else. Well, I hope. Let's work on this. Break it and then fix it in front of him, assert dominance. Ha! Love it. Love that, mate. Love that. Yeah, I haven't got screen times. Usually he does go to bed at like 10:30, but tonight he's just taking the piss. I've got a Electrotag, a Dymo Electrotag 200B. That's it, mate. These are pretty good because I've got no DRM on them. That's the only reason I use this one. It's got no DRM on it, so I'll use that one. I'm good, thanks, Tommy. How are you, mate? Oldest is 33 and the youngest of 5. Damn, dude. And you got twins as well. Dude. Oh, how's it going, Paul? Dirty Scousers, man. Can't believe they come and watch my streams. Dirty Scousers. I'm just messing, mate. How are you? You alright? Right, should we work on an Xbox Series S? Well, I'll say that. I'm going to anyway. Probably just your screen, mate. Check your resolution on YouTube. Either that or you're really drunk. Right, shall we work on an Xbox Series S? So, I bought this, well, I'll say I bought it, I didn't buy it, I took it as part exchange. I bought this console about a year ago. And I sold it to a customer, sold it to someone on Facebook, I think it was. Someone local on Facebook. I think he paid me like £140 for it about a year ago, something like that. And to be honest, prices haven't changed in that time. So, he messaged me the other day. Well, he messaged my partner the other day and said, "Has Phil got any Xbox Series S's for sale?" I said, "Well, actually, yeah, I have. I've got a couple." So, £140. So, I got an Xbox Series S ready for him. Almost sold my stepson's Series S because for some reason when we moved, he decided to put it in my pile of consoles. Not sure why. But almost sold his Series S instead, like a numpty. Realised when I logged into Wipe It, I was like, hang on a minute, this is my lad's username. And then I realised. So I built a Series S up, sold it to him for £140, but then I knocked £40 off to take this as part exchange. So this is apparently liquid damaged. So it's been working absolutely fine. I replaced it. I sold it him about a year ago. It's been working absolutely fine until his liquid damaged it. So, I think it was it might have been a can of Coke that he spilt in it. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. I like working on liquid damaged Xbox Series S's. So I've took this as part exchange. So technically I've paid £40 for it, and yeah. There was the £100 in cash. Don't know why I've got to prove it, but there was the £100 in cash that he gave me. I'm hiding that from Sarah. Ha! Every time I get cash, I hide it. She don't get to have it. Because otherwise she just spends it on weed. She just spends it on weed. So it's in my back pocket, and that's where it stays. A couple of the C9 trainers at my Chelsea mic for about 130. No, that's not bad, mate. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all, buddy. Right, gloves are going on. Because I don't know what it is. Yeah, weed. She smokes weed. I don't like it. Don't like the smell, don't like the effects. Just don't like it in general, but hey ho. But she does, so that's her little getaway sort of thing. She's not allowed to smoke it in the house, and she's not allowed to smoke it around the kids. That's my only two rules. Stays in your pocket till she does the washing. No, I know exactly where it is. I'll make sure it gets transferred over to new jeans, or clean jeans. I think this was Coke. I'm sure he said something about Coca-Cola or some sort of soft drink. They had a Dymo with a built-in keyboard. Yeah, is that the handheld ones? But yeah, apparently this is liquid damage. I'll see what happens with it. But this is, you know what, to be fair, it's actually in pretty good condition. Considering I sold it to the guy a year ago, it's actually in pretty good condition. You know, it's not been scratched up or beat up or anything, so I'm quite happy with it. And to be fair, considering I sold it in for £140 and I've bought it back from him for £40 as faulty, I'll take that all day long. I will take that all day long. That is the power of business. He turns on. What the hell? He turns on. Oh God, I'm going to laugh my balls off if this actually works and I don't need to do anything to it. Well, no, I'm not, because I actually want something to bloody fix. I want something to fix. Please give me something to fix. Yeah, thank you, Monk Standing, yeah. LFC, welcome, mate. Right, ugly cam we go. Turn on TV, thank you. Muchas gracias. Or mucho gracias, should I say. Oh, look, I've had a shave. Oh, it's just shut off on me. Oh, that's a new one. It's just shut off, and now it won't turn back on. Interesting. You have 15 PS5 boards. That is very true. That is very, very true indeed. Well, technically no, I have 8 because I've already worked on 7. How often would a graphics card in a PS4 die? Well, it don't have a graphics card, but the APU, very rare, mate. Very rare indeed. Right. Plug it back in. And we fixed it till it broke. Ha! Ha! Now it's dead. Love it. Love it. Now we've got something to fix. Less of the dirty scouser. Ha! Now we've got something to fix. Good stuff. I like it when we've got stuff to fix. Look what else I did. I modified my electric screwdriver because I've lost the charger to it. So I put leads on it for a bench power supply. I actually overcharged it yesterday. It was dead and I needed it, so it's designed for 5 volts input for charging. Obviously, that's just for charging. You can't use it while it's on charge. It was designed for 6 volts input, and sorry, 5 volts, and I gave it 6 volts just because I wanted it to charge quicker. Right, let's see what he's done to my poor console. Oh yeah, I remember this one now. This is one that I changed to gold screws. Bought the ST862D for £192. 2-in-1 station. It's not a 2-in-1 station, mate. We just watched you break it. Ha! Self-taught, Lucky Matt. I'm self-taught, mate. Suppose I should get a proper screwdriver for it. Illusions. All I ask is put the sales pitch on the correct way and it should work. Why did you call me a dirty scouser? No, I didn't call you a dirty scouser, mate. There's actually some. I was winding someone up earlier, and I said, oh, I can't believe we've got a dirty scouser on here. And then someone else on Twitch said, oh, he less of the dirty scouser. Just to be clear, it was a joke. I'm just messing around. Midlands for the win, ain't that right? Oh yeah. Fuck that, Midlands is just shithole. And I'm from there. I'd much rather live out in the countryside where no one can bother me. You're not wrong there, getting worse too. It really is, mate. It really is. The Midlands used to be a safe area to live. Used to be a safe area for your kids to grow up. Let's give this a sniff test. It smells like Coke. It smells like Coca-Cola. That'd be a good ad for Coca. That would be a good ad for Coca-Cola, wouldn't it? If you spilt Coke in it and it didn't kill the board. Coca-Cola, safe for your PCBs. It's so good, even the consoles drink it. Well, we've got, if we can't fix this, we've got £10 in that. We got £20 in that, and I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. Damn it.
Just resubscribed for 9 months. A nice sticky Xbox to fix.
We've got another £10 in that, so there's the money back straight away. £10. Oh, £20. £30. These are all British pounds, by the way. That is incredibly clean for a year old. Nice. £20. £5. Oh, £5 for the screw set. By the way. Hope someone's adding all of this up. £15 for the casing, for the bottom case rather. £65. £5. £20, and yes, I did sell one of those for £20 the other day. So, and then loads of stuff on the board. £40 in the SDI, no, £45 in the SDIC, £40 in the HDMI encoder, £30 in the South Bridge, £5 each for these 3 USB ports, £10 for that Ethernet port. I don't ever reuse them. £10 for the SSD socket. 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, £48 in MOSFETs. Loads of money to be made off these boards. Loads of money. That's the problem with my PS5. It has a blood, it flashes, impossible to put it in safe mode, and it turns off directly and no signal to the TV. Does it shut straight off after 2 seconds, or does it continue to pulse after you turn it on? Like, does it flash a blue light, or does it shut off after a couple of seconds? Right, let's have a look at this board, shall we? But yeah, there's absolutely tons of money to be made on these. Absolutely tons of money to be made on these boards. In fact, it's not really even worth fixing the board, and I'm probably not going to fix it to sell it as a console. I'm probably going to fix it for the sake of fixing it and then strip it down, because These ESDs sell like hotcakes. The encoders sell like hotcakes. The MOSFETs sell like hotcakes. The SSDs sell like hotcakes. There's tons of money to be made just by stripping these boards down. Flashing on. That would be impossible to fault find without knowing for sure, without inspecting it, mate. A long pulsing blue light of death, unfortunately, is a massive rabbit hole. It can be absolutely anything on the board, and until we get UART access, it's impossible to say. It's pretty much just guesswork, to be honest with you. I haven't checked the PSU yet, no. I am going to check for a 12 volt short though, because the board's definitely liquid damaged. I've got corrosion on it. The PSU could have blown, yes, definitely. But I'm not really worried about the power supply until we get the board, until we make sure the board's not short. We actually don't have a 12 volt short on this. Interesting. So now we'll check the PSU because there's no 12 volt short. So it could be just that we need to clean a couple of areas up and that the power supply's failed, but I don't know. We'll see. So let's plug this in. Like that. There's actually liquid damage around the power supply, so it could be the case where the power supply has failed. 1 second, and I will switch to that camera so you can see that. So I'm in DC mode. Yeah, we get 12 volts on that, so no short on there, sadly. Or rather, the power supply appears to be working, so it doesn't look like we've got a bad power supply. There's a little bit of a sign of liquid residue just there and just there, but other than that, it's nothing major. But we've got some corrosion around these MOSFETs in the middle. It could just be a case where those MOSFETs have are not able to make a connection on the board. Yeah, so there's definitely some areas here which need cleaning up. Let's have a look. Let's have a look in continuity mode. Let's just see if we've got a short to ground on these MOSFETs. No shorts. So we've definitely got corrosion around them, but there's no short to ground on them. Okay, so we need to clean them up. This area seems okay. We've got some corrosion around this 5 volt regulator for the USB port. That's fairly common. I see that quite a lot on these. Let's just have a look. I think, yeah, that's ground. Okay, I think. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, that was a bit weird. There's no short, but that is definitely not good. Let's have a look around here. Okay, we've got some corrosion around these FETs. No shorts. I'm not expecting to see any shorts on those, to be honest, because we haven't got a short on the 12 volt rail, so yeah, it's very unlikely that we'd get shorts around there. Let's check this area here. So this is a 1.1 volt rail. No shorts. Okay. Okay, we've got some liquid damage on this chip here. I think this is a This is a power management chip of some sort, I believe. It's something to do with 5 volt, I'm not 100% sure. Some corrosion around here. Alright, so it's not too bad. There's really not a lot of damage. Let's work on... Let's sort this area out first. So this is going to need replacing because the pin is severely damaged. Or the leg rather, not the pin. So that's going to need replacing. I'll have to take that from a donor board because I don't actually know what it is. Micro soft drinks. Ha! Love it. There's one of those caps on Joey's one today. Oh, nice. It wasn't the first. These wasn't the first models, I don't think, mate. These are the second revisions. The ones without the shield on the RAM. Pretty sure these are the second rev, not the first. I could be wrong. I could have it the wrong way around, like the opposite way. But okay, we've got some corrosion there as well. Alright then, well, let's start with the furthest point on the board then. 56C215. 56C215. 4.5 volt to negative 17 volt. Synchronous step down converter. Okay, it's a step down converter by the look of it. TPS 56C215, 3.8 volt. I'll just show you the bloody page. It's easier. There you go. There's the data sheet for it. Monolithic 12 amp synchronous buck converter. Yep, so that would be required then, I guess. Can you buy these? Can you buy them? Yeah, I think it's a second rev. Another game gear I need someone to look at. Has a horrible squeaking noise when powered on. Send it to Carl. There we go, look. Send it to Carl, CC Repairs. He wouldn't mind working on that. Switching voltage regs. Here they are. In stock. Nice. Yeah, you can buy them. Sweet. Sweet. I mean, I'll take one from a donor board, but, you know. Yeah, Carl definitely wouldn't mind looking at that. He does quite... Carl, you do some work for a business, don't you, where you work on game gears for him? Have I got that right? Right, okay. Because this has had liquid damage on that chip, and it looks like it's not severe liquid damage, but actually no, you know what? We'll probably just be able to get away with a reflow on that. It's probably not even affecting it at all, but I'll just reflow that and these couple of caps around it next to it, and oh, that definitely stinks. Trying to figure out what it smells like. Can't quite work it out yet. Can't quite work out the smell yet. Probably increase my hot air to 480. These are fairly thick boards. That's more like it. Got a question for you. I can't find a single video on the tube of replacing the audio jack on a PS5 controller. I'm assuming it's possible. I believe so. I've never actually opened a PS5 controller though, to be honest. Actually, yes I have. I've opened a couple. I don't know though, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't answer that for you. I believe it's possible, but... Lee, do you know? Nah, Travis's mom's fish, eh? This hasn't got blown caps. Morning, Lee, by the way. Almost morning. Audio jack is tricky but can be done. Thanks for the video idea. Oh, sweet. Yeah, by the way, guys, check out Lee, Uber Micro Repairs. He specialises in scuff controllers. Dad'll Fix It's just posted a link. I'll post that to Twitch just because... There you go. She chucks consoles at the seashore. Indeed, mate. Burnt sugar smell. I can't quite work it out yet. Claw Slug, thank you for subbing, mate. I appreciate that, buddy. Sorry I missed that. And the Shadow Eli, thank you. Sorry guys. And Stewie. Yeah, Lee from Uber Micro Repairs loves working on scuff PS5 controllers specifically. Check him out. And if you've got any scuff controllers, send them his way, because honestly, he'll be your friend forever. He even gives discounts on them because he just loves working on them. He don't see it as work. He sees it as a hobby. Time for a lick test. Nah, your mum's not here yet, mate. I'm sorry, dude. That was savage, I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean that. Oh. Someone get a body bag. Oh, yes. Oh, I need to behave. I'm making myself cry. Oh, dear. I like the Xbox One S and X. I like working on the One S. I'm not a fan of the One X. I'm only joking, mate. I'm sorry. I'm going to lose subscribers for that. Oh dear. I still work on the One X, mate, yeah. I do still offer repairs on them. Right, that needs replacing. Think of all the mums you'll gain. Yeah, I'll need a new one. Mine's a little bit below ground, so I think I need a new one. You're not in Discord chat now. Very true, mate. I can get away with that in Discord chat. I can't get away with it on YouTube. Does it need replacing? Yeah, well, it just blew off anyway. Yeah, let's replace that. Let's actually do some work instead of just reflowing everything, shall we? Ah, lovely. Well, can't use that soldering iron tip. It's a little bit knackered. Head-over book repair, comes up with an overheating warning and shuts down. If you go to consolefix.co.uk, and then I've actually forwarded the booking website through to the online store now because it just combines all the admin. So if you go to consolefix.co.uk, that'll take you to the website. If you click on repair services and then click on the console, and it'll give you the option to book it in for overheating. I have an Xbox Series X controller that works in wireless but not recognised in USB and not charging the battery, but I can still use it without battery in wireless mode. Probably the port, yeah, but it's hard to say. What device do you use to hold components to reball them? It depends what I'm reballing. You can get reballing jigs. I'll show it on camera in about 10 minutes once I'm done with this. It depends on what you're reballing, but for the most part, I use specialist jigs for each component. I just lost a component on there. There was no component there, right? It's just test points and pads. I need to clean this tip. It's not holding solder. No worries, Muddy. No problem. Are you selling the stuff after repair? To be honest, these are not really worth selling. And the reason being is that I can make like £30 on the power supply. I can get like £20 for the fan. I can get £65 for the SSD. So there's like over £100 just in that. Another £20 for the heatsink. Another like £30 for the case combined. And then there's loads of chips on the board, like chips and stuff on the board. On these, I'm talking just on the Series S, by the way. But like there's loads of chips on the board. I can get like £45 for the ESD IC, £40 for the encoder. Whereas I can only sell it as a whole console for £140 roughly. So it's just not economically viable to actually sell it. I make a lot more money by stripping them down, and plus it puts parts out there as well. So from a business perspective, it's not really worth selling these anymore secondhand. Which sounds really stupid to take a working console and strip the parts off it, but yeah, business decisions. You have to go where the money is, unfortunately. And it helps to repair a lot more consoles as well, because like the ESD IC and the HDMI encoder, for example, they can be used on the Series S and Series X, same as the ESD can be used on the One X as well, because it's the same chip, but you can't buy them. You cannot buy them anywhere. So I'll just take a fully working console and just strip the parts off it. It's just more money, pretty much. Well, I'm just finding a donor board, by the way. Just hunting around for a donut so I can grab some components. But yeah, even down to like the MOSFETs, I'll get like £40–50 worth of MOSFETs off these boards. The new soldering mat from Gamers Nexus? No. Sacrifice 1 to save 5. Well, if to be sacrificed 1 to save 20, 30. Because the amount of components you can pull off it. And then I can, like, on top of that, then I can sell the donor board, like, with no expensive components on it for like £10 just to allow someone to practice. Like, it just makes so much sense to strip them down. So I've pretty much stopped selling consoles when I fix them. I just don't think it's worth it. Right, I'm going to pull this component off. Bear with me. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. From a business perspective, at least. Yes, I can provide a console to someone, but I can fix tons of consoles with using it for donor parts, or help to fix tons of consoles. Look, let's say someone needs literally just this one component to fix water damage on their console. So I'll charge someone like, what, £5 for this component, and there's one console fixed. Encoder for a Series X. They are on the website. Let me just have a look. I think they're £40, but I've got a special offer on at the minute for stream viewers. Let me just have a look. £45 they're on the website for, but if you use the coupon code STREAM, STREAM, then you'll get 10% off. So you'll get it for like £40. Free postage in the UK as well. But you can't buy them chips at all. Sorry, no. Oh, sorry, no. That's the ESD I see. Sorry, my bad. £40 for the encoder I've got on the website. What is the browning component to your left? That is a... If you're talking about this one, that's an inductor. So a little bit of scrubbing with the toothbrush on that. It's only an inductor. It's not going to blow. So I can leave that. A little bit of scrubbing and it'll be fine once I'm finished. Actually, I'm going to clean this as I go because it's probably easier. Good evening, beautiful people. Can high-end onboard GPU be reused? On these, you mean? You mean the APU? No, not really. I mean, yes, I could take this APU off. Theoretically, I could take that APU off, reball it and sell it. Like, if I get it working, then I can theoretically sell it. But the problem with that is I would need to also provide the SSD with it. So it's just not worth doing. Like, so what I'll do with this is I'll strip this down, I'll take all of the components off it that are worth something, I'll sell them, and then once I'm finished with it, I'll leave some components on, like the small components like resistors and caps. We've got schematics, we don't need them, unless you know, in a dire emergency, you shouldn't need them. So I'd sell the donor board once I've stripped all of the components off it as well, and just sell it as a practice board for people, because people want practice boards. People really do want practice boards because it helps them to learn. Right, we've got a MOSFET here which doesn't look great. Let me just test that. Let me just dry it off. Actually, no, it's fine. I'll test it anyway now that I'm here, but yeah, people want practice boards as well. They come in handy. So once I've taken all of the expensive components off, I'll sell it as practice board. .57, 0.21. Yep, that seems fine to me. Doesn't seem like we've got any shorts there. Have we got a burnt pin there, or is it just my eyesight? Will you be selling the flux you're using? Maybe in the future, but I'm not sure. Nah, it's just my eyesight, it's fine. I'm not sure because it's been able to find... It's been able to get it cheap enough to make it economically viable. Because I give free postage in the UK, I need to make it viable to actually be able to send it. And the problem is, the flux doesn't fit in a bubble pack. Like, so in the UK, if I was to send it in the UK, I can't send it as large letter. I can only send it as small parcel because inside the bubble pack it's too wide to be considered a large letter, which sucks, but that's just the way Royal Mail are. So even though it doesn't weigh anything, it's the width of it. So it has to be sent as small parcel, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to reflow these. I'll clean the flux up first. Alvano, welcome. Prices have gone up today using Royal Mail too. I've noticed, yeah. They get about £400 a month off me in postage. So just because there was corrosion around these, I'm just going to give them a basic reflow to clean up the corrosion. The flux will eat away at the corrosion, and then scrubbing it with IPA will completely get rid of it. That's definitely some sort of a soft drink. From the smell. Not going to be a long early morning. No worries, Ellis. No problem at all, mate. Thanks for stopping by anyway. I appreciate it, buddy. I'll replace that cap. And that resistor. And that one. Why not? Why not? While I'm there. Alright, I'll just pull some of these off a donut. Hey! Suppose I should turn my airflow down. I knocked it down to 30%. Get on there. And you little shit. Get back on there. That's not the correct component. Stuff it, it's just a cap, it's not going to hurt it. It's just a capacitor. I'm going to ignore it. Not keeping this board anyway. I'm using the board that's got the markings on it, so most of the components are the same, but there are a few subtle changes. I'm literally just fixing this for the sake of fixing it. It's going to be stripped down for parts afterwards. Where's my tweezers gone? There we go. Sizzle. Love doing that. No, it's not going to hurt the components. On to the next one. What else do we have? I have tested that, there's no short, it's fine. I think I've just cleaned that up, it's only for USB anyway. But there's no short on it. I'll say only for USB, it is a 5-volt rail, so it wouldn't turn on if that was short, but yeah. Moving along. A little bit of corrosion around there. It's going to be awkward to get to as well. There you go. little bit of corrosion. Well, actually no, that's just it's just a little bit of coke or whatever the hell this is on this board. That's fine. Same with that, just a little bit of corrosion. Nothing major. Yeet. Give it a little scrub. Job's a good one. Right, let's have a look. So, actually, let's hunt around the back first and see if there's anything on the back. I don't think there is, but just a quick hunt around. A little bit of residue, but nothing that's going to cause an issue. No, absolutely fine. I suppose let's give it a test and see if it turns on. Now that I've cleaned the board up. HDMI encoder looks a bit dodged. Nah, it seems fine to me. Oh, seems alright to me. It should be fine. It should be fine. Bedtime. No worries, Solid Blake. Have a good one, mate. I received $10. Thank you. From, is that Saeed? Or Saeed? Thank you for the $10. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. What else? A store order for £77.53. Repair service. Oh no, that was ages ago. No, it wasn't. Yeah. Nicholas. Yeah. Repair service for Nicholas. Thank you. Right. Yeah, let's have a look to see what we can do with this now. See if it's working or not. So I'll just plug the front power board in and the power supply. I won't worry about the heatsink for now. See if this thing turns on. If it turns on, then I'll put it back together enough to test it. But other than that, it's pointless. Might as well just give it a quick test. APU's certainly warming up. Ha! She turns on. It's going to shut down pretty quick. But now we can put it back together and test it. She's turning on. Good. How late is it there? It is 26 minutes past 12, mate, in the morning. So 26 minutes past midnight. Right then. Where's my thermal paste? There's some. Good stuff. There we go. Do. There we go. Get rid of that old thermal pasta. That old crappy thermal pasta. And SSD. So I need the SSD for it to boot, so I'm going to plug that in. There we go. There we go. Plug in all the prerequisites, should I say. Just trying to sound smart. Yeet. Turn her on. HDMI. Plug her in. She's booting. Or at least appears to be. I'm not sure, Ellis. I'd have to speak to who is it that makes them X4? Arctic. I'd have to try and find out if I could get some. Why is this not displaying? Is it my HDMI cable? Possibly. Let's try my capture card because I can't be bothered to unroute that cable. I need new cables. I need to order some. By the way, I'm wearing Tronics Fix's t-shirt today. It's good. It's good. Well, this isn't shutting down now. I am, however, shorting out my damn power supply. It's not shutting down now. Hey, there we go. Boom. Oosh. Let's get it. Let's go. Is the 90069GG Southbridge interchangeable with a 61GG? Probably not. There we go. Let's get it. Let's go. Boom. Fixed. Right. Right. Let me grab a test controller. It doesn't appear as though the sync button is working. Okay, that's a bit weird. The sync button's not working for some unknown reason. I'll look into that momentarily. I'm just going to sync a controller. How many freaking accounts do you want to have? Yeah, the sync button don't work. Could it be because I plugged it in after I turned it on? Let's have a look. Just unplug it, plug it back in. Wait for it to boot up. Maybe putting in another order soon. Sweet, mate. Nice. It was liquid damage, Lee. I bought it. Well, it was part exchange for a working one, so I basically paid £40 for it. But I'm not going to put this back out there as a console. I'm going to use it for donor parts because I make more money on it. Right, now is it syncing? No. No, it is not. So there's something wrong with this front panel. Well, I think it's going to be something wrong with the front panel. Doesn't appear liquid damaged. Right, let me grab another panel and I'll see if it's just a panel. And I'm sorry about Twitch chat, for some reason the chat was paused. Sorry about that. Right, series IO boards. I don't have one to hand. Sadly, I don't have a series IO board to hand. I've sold out. So I guess we ain't fixing that. I could check the button in continuity mode and just see if it's the actual button, but it don't appear to be syncing the controller, or rather the sync button itself isn't working. Just realised I've unplugged my microscope. Never mind, let's plug it back in. Right. I think the button might be liquid damaged. It doesn't look the best. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look the best. Let's go into continuity mode. It's really awkward to do this. Yeah, press the button. It is working. But the console isn't recognising it. That's a little bit odd. That is very odd. Never come across that. £20 bet you find fee for a fortnight. Probably. Let me have a look at the schematic quickly, see if there's anything I can see about the sync button. Bear with me a second. I'm going to get the schematic for it. Xbox files. We've got these schematics on Discord, by the way. Type ! Discord and you'll get the schematic. You'll be able to download the schematics for the Series S, Series X, 1X, 1S, etc. Right, okay, here we go. So let me just search for it. HDA sync, that's not going to be it. GFX CPU sync, that's not it. No. 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 Oh, there's 40 matches, lovely. Absolutely nada. Is there really nothing in the schematic for syncing? VR headers, test points, connectors. So it could be on page 57. Let's have a look on page 57. No. Let me have a look at something on the board itself and search for it. SW201. Nope. There's nothing to do with sync on this board, on this schematic. Well, that's nice, isn't it? So I don't actually know where it's generated or anything like that, or what handles it. Let me just... well, first of all, bring chat back up. I'm good, thanks, Danny. How are you, mate? Question above. Where am I looking? Pyro Blaster, Pyro Blaster. Too many controllers connected. No. What question are you talking about, Pyro Blaster? I can't see it, mate. Oh, do you do any teaching videos on YouTube? I've got about 400 videos on YouTube, mate, yeah. If you mean one-to-one, no. I'll tell you what, let's just have another quick look over this board, because this is intriguing me a little bit. I won't take the heatsink back off, it's pointless. See if I can follow these traces back to a bad resistor or something like that. I'm assuming it's going to be something here, and then maybe around to the south bridge, so let's just try and follow it back, see if I can see anything, because it is quite intriguing, to be honest, as to why sync wouldn't be working. So sync is coming from this connector here somewhere. I've changed this chip. There's nothing else, at least in the immediate area, which looks bad. Apart from that MOSFET, but that's going to be a 12 volt MOSFET. It's the regulation MOSFET, nothing to do with sync. Sync is just going to be some sort of ooh, is that expanded? No, it's just me. I don't know what sync would be actually, to be honest. Let me have a look on this donor board, because I've got markings on that one. Not the prettiest board, nah, not really, no. So there's markings on this board here, so I can roughly see. I can search for. Whoops, sorry, I caught my microphone. I can search for some of these components around here on the schematic and see what they. So J26, let's have a look on that with the schematic. J26. No, nothing. No info. You know what? Am I even on the right schematic here? No, I'm not even on the right schematic. Damn it. I'm such a freaking moron. J26. Where's my mouse gone? What's happening? Give me my mouse back. Here it is. I wasn't even on the right schematic, guys. Sorry. I was on Toledo, and it's meant to be Stockton. I didn't even realise. Right. Sorry about that. So we have J26, ACC reset NCon. USB to ACC DN DP. They're data lines. Bind switch negative. R464. Zero ohm resistors and ESD diodes for testing. So R464, I'm going to hunt for that. Let me just spin the board around so I can actually see it. R4, where's R464? So this is my donor board. I'm just looking for it so I can use it for reference on the other board, because the other board's got no markings. Is it on the other side of the board by any chance? $479, $489. R464, this one here, look. Let me grab this board back. So, there. Right there. What is that resistor reading? Damn it. That is reading 0 ohm. Okay. That resistor reads as 0 ohm. That is correct. I'm just looking on the schematic. So we're back on the schematic here. So debug switches LEDs. So when I went to R464, if you look where that goes, if you can read that, it says 69, so page 69. So go to page 69, and then we've got bind switch NR, and that goes to R806. So that's a tactile switch. SW400. It's not SW400 on the little board. What is it on the little board? Don't know, because I don't even know where the board's gone. I'm good, ain't I? Really good at my job. I lose everything. Here it is. It's SW201 on this thing. Apparently phrase not found. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, tactile switch, pulls down to ground, 2.49k, R806. Let's see if I can find R806. R806. Where is R806? Right, 824, 823. There's SW400, look. R806 is there. It's no stuff. I wonder if that would work if I short out that other bind thing. I suppose that will tell me if it's the board or if it's the board or the front panel, I suppose. If I short out that to ground and like pull it down to ground sort of thing, it might give me an inclination on whether it's the front panel or the actual board itself. It's going to be difficult though. So it's just under here. I can just about get to that with the power supply on. So I'll be able to short it out with a pair of tweezers. That will tell me if it's the front panel or whether it's the console itself. By the way, it's not going to hurt me to connect these up while it's plugged in. They're just headers. So that's definitely not working. Just give it a minute just to boot up because they don't always work straight away. I haven't got my chat loaded at the minute, by the way. What microscope am I using? It is a Haier 4K microscope. I can't remember the model number. I can check in a minute though. Right, that is definitely not working. It's definitely not syncing. So let me short out that bind button thingy McJingles, and if I can get to it, that is, there it is. I'll short out this bind button and just see if the light flashes, because there's another test. Well, this is a debug point, I think. Yeah, it's definitely it definitely appears to be on the board. I'm shorting that out and it's not activating the button. Right, let's try it from this resistor instead. I'm basically just replicating a button press by shorting it out to ground. Nope, it's definitely the board, but I'm not sure what else it could be because there's not really much else to it. Page 21. It goes to the SMC. It goes to page 21, so it goes to the SMC. So let's have a look on here. Hang on. SW400. SMC, so it comes in P4 GPIO5 T23. Yeah, that's a Southbridge issue. Okay, well, I guess we've got a fault with the Southbridge then, because that from there it literally goes straight into the Southbridge. So, at least it appears to. Yeah, what do you guys think? Could it be Bluetooth problem? Possible, but I think that's controlled on this front panel board here that I've got, so, or that I'm using, you know, this one here. So possible, but I don't know. Yeah, I think that's probably a Southbridge issue, but I'm not going to reboot the Southbridge to fix that. The console turns on, it just appears as though the sync button don't work. Damn it, the rest of the console seems to work fine. I would recommend a Series X for build quality. Little bit of a dropout, sorry guys. Tiny bit of a dropout. Should be back. Let me know. Are we back? Are we back, guys? We should be. We're back. Good. Sorry, guys. Are we back, guys? Little bit of a disconnection. Yeah, so this appears to go straight to the Southbridge, that bind switch from there. I'm not going to be rebuilding Southbridges or reflowing Southbridges, it's just not worth the time because I'm not reselling this console, I'm stripping it down. But it would appear that if you've got a bind issue and it's nothing to do with the 0 ohm resistor or the 2K resistor, then it's probably Southbridge. Can I give you a Barnsley kiss? But yeah, sorry, I'm not going to be reballing the Southbridge, that's for sure. Stuff that. I'd rather work on something else. The main thing is we fixed the no power issue, so try a connection test just in case of a trace breaker. I have, mate. I tried. I've tested the button. The button works. and I've also tested the resistor. I've tried shorting the resistor out to ground, which is essentially what the button would do. So yeah, I just don't think it's really worth carrying on with it, if I'm being honest, because I'm not really going to keep this as a board anyway. By the look of it, a Southbridge issue, according to the schematic, by the look of it, a sync button issue would probably be related to the Southbridge, because it does go straight into the Southbridge between the switch and resistor. I've tried shorting the resistor out to ground, and I've also tried shorting the bind switch test points as well, and none of it seems to be working. So it probably is a burnt trace somewhere along the line, because I can't see it being a SMC issue, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But yeah, never mind. I'm not going to sit there and re-ball the Southbridge just to, you know, just for the sake of fixing the bind switch. It's just not worth my time, to be honest. It's just not worth it. So yeah, we fixed the main issue anyway, that's the main point. The SSD seems to work, which will get formatted and resold. And this front panel board does seem to work, but I'll probably keep it as a test board just in case. I'll tell you what, actually, I do need to designate a few Series S components as test components, so let's do this.
Michael Nilsson became a member. Brandon Roberts became a member.
Let's do this.
Andy King became a member.
We've got some channel renewals coming in, so I'll do this while I'm waiting for them to come through.
Stephen Wardlow became a member.
Yes, indeed, mate. Next. Probably work on one more.
Jessica Ryan became a member.
Right, so that's going to be used.
Nerdat became a member.
As a test board.
Michael S became a member.
Let's actually designate these as test boards, just because I do need some. I need to, realistically, I shouldn't be using random components. I should use components that I know work. I know that front panel works. I don't know about the others, but I'm sure I'll find out the next time I use them. So rather than selling them, because I'm not testing them now, I'll just designate them as my official test boards for the Series S. How's that sound? How does that sound? Test board. And where's the other one gone? I mean, I paid £40 for this entire console. I'll make my money back just off the SSD alone, so I'm not really bothered too much. So I'm going to assign these a task, and that is to keep me sane by having known good working parts. It's always good to have known good working parts rather than just picking parts randomly out your pile. If you come to it and someone desperately needed one and I needed to sell it, I would, but yeah. What am I looking for? Where's that other board gone? I've just had another board somewhere. Oh, there it is. There we go. And finally, shot myself in the foot. Yeah, that's why I bought this one, mate, because it's got no DRM on it. I'm actually using third-party, what do you call it? It's in this. How do you open these? I forgot. I just slide it. Yeah, I'm actually using third-party things in them. The Electrotag 200B does take them. So, yeah, I'll just use third-party ones. So, Dymo is a good company in terms of the products they make. They are good quality. They do the job, the work, but yeah, I don't agree with the DRM crap that they pulled, which is why I didn't buy one that has to have DRM. There you go. Designated all of those as test parts, because then I've always got them available. Cool. That will do. Connecting to printer. I just like printing labels. Right, I'm going to work on one more thing, I think, and then we'll call it a night. There we go. Test parts. Good stuff. And then the rest of it can be stripped down for parts. Because why not? Why the hell not? I did need some known good parts, so that's come in handy for that. But yeah, job's a good one. It works, it turns on. Issue with the sync button, don't care. To be fair, if that came in for a repair and I couldn't figure the sync button out, you know, if someone sent it me and I couldn't figure the sync button out, I'd still have to charge, because I fixed what it came in for. Like, that sync button could have been broken a long time ago, I don't know. All I know is it would have worked when I actually sold it to the customer. But hey ho, no worries, Ellis. Have a good one, mate. Can you strip me down? Any day, sweetie. Brother maker that used third party like a bed and I left it outside and corroded the battery spring. Ouch, rip. Exactly, Gordon, you got it. Right, let's grab something else to work on. And I'm also going to grab a cup of coffee quickly. Okie dokie. I'm back again. Right, I am going to work on... Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? He's gone to take a shit. Nah, I just went to get some coffee. Ha! Can anyone guess what I'm going to work on? PS2, PS4, PS5. Kemi says PS5. I'm on YouTube as well, mate, yeah. A console. Just going to tidy up a little bit just while I'm waiting for people to guess. It's a little bit funny. Xbox screws, Xbox screws, Xbox screws again. Right. There we go. Beautiful. What screwdriver is that? It's a T10. Alright. Okie doke. Beautiful. Yes, I know, that's blasphemic, me tidying up. Do. Let's knock that off. I'll sort the video out. There we go. Beautiful. Atari 2600 Steam Deck. No one sent me a Steam Deck yet. Never even seen inside one. We're going to work on one of the 15 PS5 motherboards. Because why the hell not? Right? Why the hell not? Let's work on board number 8 of the 15 PS5 motherboards, because I've already worked on 7 of them for videos, so why not treat you to do one live? There is a reason why I want to do this. Well, why I want to try and get a PS5 board working tonight, and that is because I've recently discovered something on the PS5, and that is I can use these boards. Even though these boards have no disk drive and they're all disk editions. You can tell when they're disk editions because they'll have the connector on them. So basically, I want to use these boards. This one's going to be interesting because there's liquid metal right by the RAM. Right on the BGA for the RAM. So this one's going to be interesting to say the least. Yeah, one of them RAM chips might have to come off and be rebuilt. But how do you deal with static when working boards? I don't, mate. I don't deal with static. ESD is really not a thing on modern boards, to be honest. When I sell stuff on the store, I always send them in ESD packets, but I don't worry about ESD when working on boards. I've never had an issue. Just touchscreen first. Nah, don't even do that. But yeah, I've recently discovered something, and that is that I can use these boards. I can turn these boards digital. So if I get it working, then I'll show you how. If not, then you're going to have to wait until the video comes out for one of the other boards. This is board number 8, so I've obviously recorded 7 videos on these so far. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, that will spoil the surprise. But, that being said, I have discovered that I can indeed turn these boards digital. The board was covered in back in the 90s when I worked in a PCB manufacturing and assembly plant, the green stuff was always called solder mask and the component ident was screen printed over it. After assembly, if required, the board was covered in conformal coating to protect it from humid or damp atmospheres. When did this change? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. Not sure at all. No, I've never worked on a Steam Deck, Chemist. Right, okay, so I need to do a bit of clean-up on this first before I can do anything. So this is board number 8. I'll do a proper intro for it for the video, but this is board number 8. I don't know what's wrong with it. I haven't inspected it at all. All I know is that there's a little bit of liquid metal all over the place. So I need to deal with that first. I need to clean that up before I can even attempt to think to turn it on. I got the hiccups for some reason, don't know why. So yeah, I'm going to clean up the liquid metal before I do anything. Actually, even more so. So, I've actually got a PS5 upstairs. Cody's using it. Cody's my son, by the way. But Cody's using it. And it was one of these 15. So he's using that board right now. I've successfully updated it to version 7.01 from 6.02, and it also works online. So 100% we can turn these boards digital from disc edition. I don't know about going the other way around. I might try it tonight before I try and turn it digital. I may try it, I don't know. If I manage to get this board working. So I'm probably not going to be spending too long on it. If you are watching this back as a video, I am live streaming this, and it's currently 1:19 AM. So I'm probably not going to spend too long on this. I don't want to really mess around, because if I can, I want to try. If I can't get this one working, I want to try and get work on board number 9 on the stream as well. So it all depends on what happens with this, really. Depends what happens with this board, on whether or not I work on 2 tonight. I don't want to spend too long on it. So I'm not really going to read chat much. Because that disturbs the video. Plus it takes twice as long to actually get stuff done. So I'm probably going to just get on with this and try and figure out what's wrong with it. I don't even know the symptoms yet. So I paid £900 for these, for 15 boards. And the reason is purely because I'll make a lot more money stripping them down for parts. So even if I get these boards working, I'm not going to be reselling them as boards, because it's not worth it for me. This has had a HDMI port in the past, albeit not a very good replacement, but hey ho, each to their own and all of that. Yeah, it's just not worth it for me. It's worth more for me to strip these down, because what can I realistically get for a digital edition PS5 board only? Because when I built one up the other day for my son, I spent, well, the board cost me £60. Splatters all over this. The board cost me £60, and then on top of that, it cost me, you know, a power supply which I would have sold for £100. It cost me a case, which, you know, the case realistically for all the parts to the case, an extra £50, so that's £210. A fan, £30, because I put a Nidec in it, so £240. The front panel board's another £40 between them, so £280. So realistically, I basically paid in total, just to give my son the console, the cost of a second-hand PS5. So, whereas I can strip these boards down and make about £600 on them. So it's not worth me actually selling these as boards. Yes, I know someone could buy it and have a PS5, but I have to think of my own interests. I have to think of my own financial interests. And one of the Discord admins asked me the other day how much I'd sell one for, and I had to refuse that. I had to say, look, it's just not viable for me to sell it. It's not viable for me to build them into consoles, and realistically, what can I sell a board on its own for? What, £100, £150 tops? I bought these purely as an investment to take the parts off them for the store, and that's it. I didn't buy them with the intention of fixing them to sell them. I'm only fixing them up just for fun. Or I'm only trying to fix them for fun, just because I can, pretty much. Because it gives us content. But it's just not economically viable for me to resell these as boards. In terms of, the amount of money I'd make off it. And I have to look after myself, I have to think of myself. It sounds a little bit selfish, but it's true. Sorry. Sorry, but it's true. I have to think of the maximising my potential to make money. Being a YouTube baller, surprised you didn't get him a Lambo. You're a dickhead, Gordon. You're supposed to put the liquid metal on the APU, though. Is that where it's meant to go? I always thought it was meant to keep the RAM cool. But no, I want to try and get a board working tonight so as I can do a few more tests. Try and get it working with the disk drive. If I can't do that, get it working as a digital board just to show how it's done. But if I do get this working, I'm not going to get it working as a digital board for board number 8 video. I will basically put it out as a separate video where people can find it easier. Tez, thank you. I appreciate that, thank you. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Right. I'm going to drop this on the die because I'm a cheap ass tech. So I'll drop that on the die and I'll reuse that just for testing, just to keep it cool while I'm testing the board. I think that might be short. I think those caps might have been shorting out on each other. I'm not sure, but it might have been. That's just that new auto power off feature working for you, that is. I'll put that on the die as well. There we go.